Okay, in this video, we're going to go ahead and add a new policy transaction. You can see we're at the producer dashboard, and we're just going to go over here to the right, and we're going to click on Add New Policy. And you can see it says Add Policy Transaction. You can try to search for your customer's name. That's always a good habit to see if a customer is already in a database. This is a brand new database, so the customer is not there, so I'm going to skip that step. The carrier is CEI. Now, if you haven't set up your carrier's MGA's commission rules yet, go watch that video, and that'll tell you how to do that, so that way you can get that done first, and then you come back over here and start adding your policy transactions. So this policy that we're going to look up is an auto for personal. So let's see if we can find that one. That is somewhere on the list here. Auto, personal auto policy. Got that. And then customer name, that is Alex Partners. The system will automatically assign a client ID, and that way all policies for this client are assigned to that client ID. It just helps to keep track of everything for that customer. All right, policy number. I'll just go ahead and copy that from the declaration page, paste that there. We don't need a prior policy number because this is the original policy. But if this was a renewal policy that I was entering, then we would go ahead and enter the prior policy number. And then we have got a little information here. So it says for the renewal or rewrite. So if there is a rewrite, you want to keep that line going with the same policy type because it may impact how your commissions are paid. So that's why that's important. Transaction type, it is new business. Policy term, it's going to be 6 months. The effective date of this policy was on June 15th, 2025. And then policy origination date is going to be June 15th, 2025. And then the X date is going to be December 15th, 2025, because it's a 6-month policy. And then pay plan, there is no pay plan. That's only if the policy is going to be as earned. And then if there is like a payment plan, like a workers' comp is a common policy, and maybe it's set up for, a 1 pay, 2 pay, 6 pay, or even a monthly 12 pay. So that's how you would set that up, because then the system will go ahead and calculate your commissions accurately based on that information. And then over here, existing, this is premium sold calculator for endorsements. So this is only if you're doing an endorsement, you need to enter that information. For a new policy, we're going to go ahead and put in the new policy premium. Let me see if I can find the policy premium real quick. Okay, policy premium is $717.50. We'll get that entered. No broker fee. I don't see any taxes on that one. And then policy gross commission, you can actually override commission rates. So if a commission rate that is on your declaration page is not matching this information over here, you could always override the commission rate or go to the carrier's page and go ahead and update the commission rule so that way it matches the correct carrier commission rate. And I'm just going to leave that the way it is set up. I'm going to go ahead and click on save. And that's been saved. And you can see it erases the page and is ready for another policy transaction if you had another one to enter. Otherwise, you can go ahead and click close. And that is how you add a policy transaction.